we just intubated our patient, connected her to our oxygen. We're going to set our vaporizer setting at 1. This is task 5, by the way. Setting a vaporizer setting at 1. He's had a kitty cocktail, and they usually maintain really well on that kitty cocktail liver settings. Always want to check the heart rate. I always want to ensure that she's breathing. We do that by listening. And our heart rate is right about 120. From here, I'm going to walk over. I'm going to set up my monitoring devices. At this clinic, beautiful. Do you mind setting up the heat first? At this clinic, we have 3 of the major 4. We do not have a capnograph. So we do have a pulse ox. For the pulse ox, we do have an ECG, a pulse ox, and a blood pressure monitor. So we attach our leads, and we have a little mnemonic saying green and white is always right. Since I'm from Michigan State, I always go with that one. What am I used for alcohol? Thank you. So I want to spray our leads down with alcohol. We're also going to attach our blood pressure cuff. We've chosen the appropriate size for this patient. So now, if you want to show them the monitor. So here we're about accurate with our breaths. We also have a respiration monitor on this one, so she's breathing about 6 to 7 breaths per minute. She's pulse oxing at 99%, and we're going to start her blood pressure cuff now. We're going to continue to monitor her every 5 minutes. And so right now we're just waiting for our doctor to come into the room. And about every 5 minutes we do want to do a positive pressure ventilation, and that's just to ensure that she's getting good O2 saturation and also getting full anesthetic. Will also allow us to keep her at a lower anesthetic depth, or lower anesthetic percentage. When we do the breaths per minute, we don't want to go between over 15 to 20 on the pressure. And we always want to write down our first set of vitals. So we set our first set of vitals at 9:35 this morning. Once I get my first set of vitals, I'm going to attach her to the fluids. Our fluid rate is generally calculated for healthy patients at 5 mils per kg per hour. So her weight at 14 pounds. Our volume to be infused, we only have 250 mLs in our bag, so usually set our volume to be infused right at 200. And hit the start on that. our first pressure comes out. It's 96 over 67 with a MAP of 77. So that's a pretty good pressure for our kitty. We're going to want to keep monitoring that, making sure that it doesn't go too low. And our first temperature came out as well, and that is 100.7. So now we have our warm air connected to our patient. On our anesthesia sheet, we always want to note the size of the catheter, location of the catheter, IV fluids, the type, which we use LRS, our surgical rate, which is 20 mLs per hour, our total amount that we received during surgery, our surgery anesthesia start time, our end of anesthesia, our ET tube, which is 3.5, and the amount of air that was put in the tube. So I always want to be checking to make sure that the heart rate is matching up with what my monitors are saying to ensure that everything's working properly. Alright, and we will be back towards the end of the procedure to show you what we do at the end.